Hey, what's up guys? It's Migma, aka Landsbot here, and today we are playing on Hypixel Network, and today, yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. We're just going to be playing on Hypixel. Now, one of the things is that I want to explain why I haven't uploaded in like super long time. Like, I'm telling you, it's been like a lot of months since I've uploaded, and like the last time I had like a very big break from uploading was when I was doing when my first video ever on the channel came. Was that I had the first video ever on my channel, and then for some reason I had a technical issue with my recording software. Oh, there's a issue with my recording software, so I couldn't really I couldn't really upload anything if my recording software isn't willing to upload anything. Like, I could record, but I couldn't upload any of the content that I recorded. So that's why I couldn't record back then. And now this is like at least like 3 months of worth of at least 3 months of time that I have not uploaded a single video at all. So like all this time for like 3 months, I haven't recorded anything. Like, I've tried recording, but it wasn't feeling it. So, let me explain why I haven't uploaded. First of all, we had a little bit of a family time, and we went to Tennessee to go visit my many cousins, as well as my aunt and uncle, It's like, pretty cool stuff there. Pretty cool stuff right there. So, that basically saying that I really didn't feel like recording that. Like, I hanged out with my cousin Mason playing Minecraft and stuff, but I don't know. Like, the videos, it just didn't really seem like worthy of being uploaded. It didn't really match the criteria that I was meeting for a good video. It didn't really exactly match the criteria. What? I was right. Why are you attacking me? Okay, so yeah, I didn't really feel like it was like worthy of being an uploaded video, so I decided, no, I'm not gonna record it. I'm not gonna upload it. So that was the one major problem, and then was one of the major reasons. And then the second one was when this is happening for a while, even before I went to Tennessee, and then after and during. The problem is that there was something strange, like, like the port, like the hole that you take. The hole where you plug in your charger, if for some reason wasn't charging anything. So like, for some reason it wasn't really charged. So I plug it in, and then it wouldn't charge anything. And I was like really confused. And then at one point, then it just stopped working. It just would not stop at all. So we were like, okay, let's go try this. Nope, nothing works. We tried everything we could to try and quell and chill out the charger in order to make it so it works. But no matter what I did, no matter what me and my mom did, it always ended up failing. So, like, you know what? We're gonna have to lead this to the professionals, because DCA actually know how to do their job. Oh. No, I ran into them. No. Get over here. Go away. I want to run. Please. Have a nice filling life away, not as a TNT dude. Please. Please. So, yeah, the thing was not working at all. So we went to the professionals, and they explained that it was probably the charging, like, it was the computer itself, because we did have a slight malfunction with this before. we did have a slight problem with this before, whereas basically indicating that, basically saying that before we once had a problem with the charger, whereas I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was because like oh yeah, because they had like a little bit of rubbers. You see, this computer has like a very long origin to it, and the origin is basically the origin is I got it from my sister, who got it from my cousin, and who got it, who then got it from her friend. So this thing has been like at least like 20 years old at the most. So it's been a lot. It's been like really old, and it just wasn't really that. It's like it was really old, and then when my cousin had it, her dog decided to go and chew up the chew on the charger. The rubber around the actual like metal thing that actually charges it was then ended up being, oh, so close. Which then ended up breaking the charger, so then the thing would not work anymore. So that's why the thing wasn't working then, and now it's like malfunctioning once again. And first they thought it was the port thingy, whereas the hole, but then they thought it was a charger. So like I was a little confused there. It's like there's been a lot of like issues, whereas we couldn't really figure out what the problem was, and yeah. So that was the first thing. And then after a while of us just chilling around, it was like finally fixed. It's like, alright, and then the battery, turns out they said, but there's a second problem. The battery only lasted for like 30 minutes until it had to be recharged. It's like we couldn't just like plug and unplug it. You had to like keep it in the charger and keep it on charge the whole time. Well, the thing was like, okay, since this is taking forever and batteries are like really high demand, basically if you don't know what demand is, basically it means that a lot of people want it. So whereas if a lot of people want it, the stock of batteries is going to plummet because a lot of people are expecting, like, hey, I need battery, hey, I need a battery. And then the companies that make the batteries can't handle all that, and then they'll run out of stock of batteries. We have the laptop. We'll just wait for the battery to, like, arrive, and they'll send it back to you. And, like, and we are going on yet again another trip. And yet again another trip. We're going to Illinois this time. Going to visit my other aunts, my aunt and the other cousins. It's like, yeah, basically another cousin and aunt scenario. It was pretty cool. We decided to bring the laptop, however, Mom forgot to get it from the kid in a long time, and like I wanted to upload, but I just couldn't. And I had like a bunch of fun ideas. I was planning on doing like a manhunt sort of video, except like since most of my friends play on Bedrock Edition, and for some reason Java LAN worlds don't work, so I have to like literally make a server, and I don't understand what the whole point of having a LAN world if it's not even gonna work. So that was a thing. So we had no choice but to do this on Bedrock Edition, and it was really just dumb. Absolutely, completely dumb. No. Okay. Okay, cool. That guy almost got me. So it was just dumb. So like, there's like in that version of the games, like if you play on Bedrock, it's boring because like most of the features that you've seen in like Dreams manhunts are only on Java Edition, and you can't really have like the same exact entertainment and like strategy and stuff. Well, the whole thing is like you can kind of just spam your fists at someone and they'd sooner or later die. It's like it wasn't really that fun for a manhunt in order to do that, and plus we couldn't exactly do the speed run sort of area because speedrunning in Bedrock Edition is just garbage for some reason. I don't know why it's garbage, but it is. So allow me to basically explain why it's garbage. So it's basically garbage because the first thing is if you try and fight the Ender Dragon, if you go up to those pillars, it's like the thing has a system. Whereas if you get to a certain height, if you get to a certain point in the towers, it'll automatically alert the dragon, and the dragon will just aimbot you, and it will just non-stop attack you until you fall down. And it gets annoying. Like, sure, after a while it'll stop, but like it'll hit you like 5 times, and then it'll go away. And I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna be like, oh, 5 times? Pfft. No, yeah, I can totally get knocked off from there. But guess what? It's literally impossible to dodge that. It's like they make the dragon impossible to like even get through the towers on Bedrock Edition. Oh, that's not good. And then, oh no 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 no. And then the second thing is that if you try using iron swords, it's not even. There's no point of even using iron swords. You wanna know why? Because there's another thing is that iron swords have super low durability against one thing: iron swords. Iron swords are basically useless items. Oh my gosh, I survived that. So like basically, an iron sword, it just randomly decides to like give it like the same strength as a golden sword against a zombie. Like it has super duper low durability, and there's like no reason to even use it. Like the game basically forces you to make an iron sword during a speed run. So like if you want to beat the game, you have no choice but to go into the mines, go find some diamonds. Like it's like very impossible to do. Like I don't understand why the game decided why Bedrock is like so much harder, but it just is. So that's basically all of my reasons to, well, I couldn't do the manhunts. And basically some person that watches my channel knows who my channel and stuff like that, and he asked me, who do you think is the best Minecraft player? I'm like, and I'll answer that question in today's video. And I guess I'll have to say this. I, for one, believe that the, like, candidates for best Minecraft player will definitely have to be Illumina, Dream, Technoblade, Philza, Green, and Mumbo Jumbo. So, if you don't believe me, well, let's think about this. Dream is the god of parkour and speed. So is god of speed and parkour because he does almost flawless parkour every single time. And then we have Technoblade, god of PvP situations. I should have noticed that guy was there. PvP, so like he's able to take on entire armies. Okay, let's go with which person to go Spooky Mansion. And Dead Lobby, nice. So that's like Technoblade PvP, and then Philza. You're probably wondering, it's like that's a little weird for a candidate. Like, come on, Philza, really? He's not really that popular. It's like, well, he is quite popular, but I mean, I can understand. It's like, yeah, he doesn't really sound like the most of the candidate. But hear me out here. He's like the god of hardcore. It's like he's lasted 5 years in hardcore mode and never died. And he's like in Dreams SMP, he has only one heart, you know. So he has Oh, I'm the murderer. Ho 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 ho. So he basically is like the best at any sort of hardcore situation. So that is basically the next. That's Philza. So then the next is Green and Mumbo Jumbo. So Green, you can kind of understand. You can quite understand this one. Green is the god of builds. Like he's always been completely capable of building things. So he's always been capable of building quite literally anything. He's like pretty much the best at like giving build and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple stuff. So that is Green. And then Mumbo Jumbo. You can easily understand Mumbo Jumbo. He's the god of redstone build. Oh, I got killed. I didn't see the bow. So Mumbo Jumbo, god of redstone. That is like a pretty obvious one. And then Illumina. Illumina, I'd say Illumina is obviously the god of speedrunning, because that's like his whole thing. Like, sure, Dream beat Illumina in speedrunning, but I wouldn't really consider Dream a speed, and he's done manhunts, but speedrunning isn't really Dream's, like, main game, you know? It's like, now you're probably wondering, it's like, okay, you have all these candidates, who is the greatest Minecraft player? It's like, well, I'd say they're all equal. I'd say they're all equal. And you're like, what? Equal? That's not really, I don't think that's an option. Well, it kind of is, though. So, like I said, every single other person is like, technically hasn't beaten Dream in parkour. Dream hasn't beaten Technoblade in PvP. And that none of them has been able to defeat the other person at its own game. Except Dream when it comes to Illumina is speedrunning. Like, that's the only time. However, Dream is like not the speed. When it comes to speedrunning, that's not really what Dream's game is. It's like the whole point of Dream's channel is not speedrunning. It's parkour, you know, stuff like that. Parkour and something like that, stuff like that. But speedrunning is a part of his channel, but it's not his whole. What? Oh, there's someone else behind me, bruh. So, yeah. That's what I'd say. I'm saying they're all even. I don't consider there's such thing as the greatest Minecraft player. Like, sure, people like Tommy Innit can say, "Oh, I'm the greatest Minecraft player." Like, sure, you go ahead and say that, but you're gonna have to prove it if you're actually gonna be legit. Like, if you want to be the greatest Minecraft player, you're gonna have to be the best at speedrunning, the best at PvP, the best at parkour, the best at builds, the best at redstone. And that's like a lot of things, and nobody's ever been capable of doing all of that. Like, sure, some people are able to do all that pretty well, but no one's ever been able to. No one has been capable of doing it all and beating everybody else. So, like, yeah, that's how my belief system works. I believe that all of them are the same. What would I rate myself on this? So, like, I'd say it varies. Like, in each skill set, I am something different. So, like, parkour, as you can see, I'm just not. I'd say I'm average at parkour. So, like, average people can do simple jumps like that, and then they can sometimes fail on jumps like this, and then like get sometimes with the harder jumps you would fail it. Like, I'd say I'm average at parkour, and then builds, I'm like a nub. I am terrible at building. Like, it's not my expertise at all. I'm gonna leave this. This is just not getting anything. That's like basically the whole thing. And then what can we do next? I'll go with TNT Caves. So then I'd say in PvP, I'm above average in PvP. That's what I'd say. I'm above average in PvP. And then I'd say for Redstone, once again, pretty trash at Redstone. Like anything that has to do with like the building and stuff like that, I'm not really that good. So like I can build pretty cool houses, like I've done it before, but when it comes to like something different than that, I'm not really the best. I'm not really counted on it. So, and then what would you say in speedrunning? Speedrunning, a little bit below average. Actually, no, I'd say average for speedrunning because you saw my video. You saw my video on me speedrunning. I did my very best on speedrunning, and I gotta say, that is like a really good time for me, considering that the rest of my speedruns have been on Bedrock, and I always end up cheating because I always end up cheating on the Bedrock speedruns because I get so annoyed that like the Ender Dragon is like deciding to like, you know, coming out of nowhere and just keep attacking me whenever I try and go up. Like even if I'm in water that like stops me from getting yeeted, it still yeets me out. Like it gets so annoying that I get like yeah, I'm really spending like 4 hours on the speed run, and then I just like, you know what, I'm done, and I just break. I just break the crystals in creative mode. Like that's how raged I was in like Bedrock. But in Java, you see, in Java edition though, it's so much better because like the dragon isn't being like a absolute pro at this game. It's like with Java, I'd say I'm better at Java speedruns than Bedrock speed. No, I want to live. I want to live. Let me be in the top 10. No, yes, I did it. Top 10. Let's go. So, yeah, that's what I'd say. So, speedrunning in PvP, oh yeah, what about hardcore? I've never really tried hardcore. Like, I know I said in the description of my YouTube channel that I'll do hardcore, and I will do hardcore. But I haven't done it yet. So, like, I'd say in hardcore, I'm gonna be pretty decent until I get to, like, the nether. Like, once I get to the nether, it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna survive at all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. 1 like equals 1 luck that I will record more videos just like this, and maybe something more unique stuff that Java Edition will actually work correctly. And hardcore, speed runs, PvP, all of it. I promise I will do it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and with that being said, Migma out.